Let's get this started. Let's try to do something here, and yeah. So we start now. Yeah, now. Anyway, welcome everyone. Welcome to One of Each, the Dumb and Hungry podcast. It's a working title. I think it's gonna work out, but trying it out. Yeah.
It was your catchphrase for a few years.
I mean, yeah. There's I saw in some of my stories that I did throw that phrase and then to throw that in there every so often. Earlier on. So I mean, there's some context, to share later. But anyway, welcome. We talk about eating food and telling some stories, and I think we'll be yelling at each other, a lot too. So
yeah, probably more one-sided than anything.
I think so. And all doing it, I'll be a little awkward as well, and highly uninformed. So uninformed. I have no idea what we are. Yeah,
that's gonna be more me than you in that case.
Well, it depends. I mean, you'd be surprised. You know how I am. There are a lot of things that don't know what I'm talking about, but that's okay. When you're confident, you exude. Anyone will believe you, right?
This is true, actually.
Good. So anyway, we're joined here. Thank you. I'm Angelo. I am dumb and hungry, and I'm also dumb and hungry, if you understand. So it's just a way of life. I'm also joined here with my buddy here. What's your name?
Michael.
Good.
What?
There you go. Okay. Just want to make sure how we're introducing ourselves here. So that's good.
Yeah. Also known as my channel, I guess.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because you're probably going to call me that.
We just jump right in. Okay. All right. That's fine. Well, we're here today. I mean, why? I don't know, but I guess over the years, last few years, we've there's no doubt we've eaten a lot of food.
This is true.
More than what is normal for recommended human.
Single people, yes.
That's right. We've done our share and continue to do our share. Actually, we contribute our share to world hunger, right? By preventing ourselves from being hungry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And
yeah,
eating more than should be possible.
Yeah,
sometimes.
but they, as far as the hunger, they don't have to worry about us. We are set.
Oh yeah, that's
we're in a good position.
That's the goal. Take care of our hunger.
From all the millions of people, unfortunately, that have suffered it, we are not those. This is not really a good start.
No, this was you went with this, sir.
This is what I'm talking about: being just highly uninformed and just this is interesting. Well, moving forward, we're so I'm doing this because I'm eating a lot of food, and somehow ended up taking a lot of pictures of these foods, just like a lot of those damn millennials as well. But
yeah, that's what you are, sir. Right.
That's my point exactly. And so taking these pictures and sharing these pictures, and I don't know. There's just things to say. I think about places that we've been to and wanted to talk about. I think. And just remember just some of the things that while we were doing these things, while we were consuming and eating, what kind of things do we remember from this? This is our pilot episode. So this is just kind of something that we are using to try out whatever format we think this is and what we can do to, move it along and change it over time. It's fine. But, just going with, I'm going to focus on a singular food spot, and we will focus on, what it is, what they do, how we found out about them, and anything we can remember about the food or while we were there, and just how they've kind of moved along and what they're up to, even now. So this first spot, again, as the pilot, just to really kind of try things out, we wanted to do something that we can, of course, both talk about. There are several places that I do want to talk about over time, but just to kind of, again, as a pilot, want to talk about something I think that's relatable to everyone, and especially here in LA, is tacos. I think LA is a taco town, no doubt. Every street corner, every good spot, is going to have a taco stand. It may not. It could be just a simple tent with a cart, and no name or whatever, but people are going to flock to those places. And so this is one of those places. I think, yeah, absolutely. I mean, over time, I think we're going to cover a good amount of this about these spots, either individually or like just as a collection of places. But this place we're going to cover here is called Avenue 26 Tacos. And this is something, I don't know, I think, again, I was looking at texts far back as like 2017, I think. Just like referencing something like going to Avenue 26 Tacos. I don't know if you can search for your like history or whatever, your tech stuff, and see if you find anything, but
I'm gonna tell you now, I have deleted old texts that old. They're gone.
They're just gone?
Yeah, because okay, my messaging app, it needed to clear some space. All right, it's just,
oh boy,
it's gone.
I should have given you like an SD card or something for Christmas. I rarely delete anything. They're just there. Just sitting there, just waiting for me to call up again for occasions just like these.
Apparently.
Yeah.
The hoarding is not always bad, I guess.
Yes, in this case it isn't. But Avenue 26 Tacos, that's what do they do? It's pretty obvious, right?
Super nostalgic is really what it is.
They do, yeah, exactly. In this case, it's been quite a while since we first kind of tried them out. But they do tacos, if you didn't gather that, if you didn't figure that out. But what was, I think, very appealing was that they do dollar tacos. Actually, the question is, again, without having actually researched anything too much, are they still $1?
No, definitely not. I remember we tried, even the last time we went, I don't know how long ago, maybe it was 2019 or something, it was like $1.25.
Is that right?
Or then maybe it went up to $1.50 for taco.
So they're no longer so we're talking about like Dollar Tree level price increases.
Inflation, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
No one is safe, honestly. But at the time, they were $1. And let me bring up, I don't know, get this this link right here, and I'm going to bring up just kind of, it was going to be your standard fare, really, of tacos. It's I'm pulling up their Instagram page, and these were the meats that they were serving. It's nothing out of the ordinary,
But we
ate a lot of this.
We did, actually.
Do you remember which one you liked?
Dude, Cabeza is always good,
okay.
But the main one was always Al Pastor, honestly.
Yeah, Al Pastor, Asada. Yeah, no, I can't not remember something that we didn't have or something. Everything and it was $1, right? So I think there were days where we would we would just throw down $20
each. Yeah, I remember that.
It
wasn't just you and me. We had other people joining us for this stupid
No, absolutely.
adventure.
It was we would just
each,
and we would just load them up and dress them up, and it was it still wasn't. We could still have more. I think we were tempted to still have more. It was
that was our prime. We're way past that now.
We can go back. Well, we can't necessarily. Our buying power has decreased, unfortunately. So we may not be able to get as many tacos for the same amount, but I think you can still get a decent amount.
Oh yeah. Assuming if it stays at 150 at most.
Yeah.
It's still decent for sure.
Now, at those prices, when you talk about those prices now, anything above $1 at this point, now you go into the question of like, is it still good value, for what you're paying for? And I don't know, because it's been a while since I've been there. but I think from the times we have, I think it would still be worth a visit.
Yeah, see what it's like now.
Yeah,
I'd be so
absolutely.
down.
So maybe we'll have to obviously do something IRL, if you will, as
Yeah,
they say.
but where are they now?
Well, okay, so that does kind of bring me to, yeah, that next part. Like, where are they? Where do they, what kind of thing are they? Are they brick and mortar? Are they like a pop up thing or whatever? So, again, Avenue 26 was, it was actually on this street called Humboldt, right? Which I think intersected with Avenue 26 in kind of this kind of northeastern part of LA, kind of near that Lincoln Heights kind of area.
Yeah, but also really back alley section.
Yeah, very industrial part,
Yeah.
literally an alley, and dark is, really dark, and kind of, not quite the area that, only the best place I imagine can go that you would find an area like that. I don't know, but
I'm agree with that a little bit.
but right now on their Instagram page, taking a look here. Oops, wrong.
Oh god. Oh god. It's a pilot. It's a pilot. Whoa! They have a food truck.
They list two places. A food truck.
Okay.
From where? Wait, where'd you see that?
The
Oh
top
yeah.
right there.
Well,
Right
it just
above the
says
house.
food
Yeah.
truck, but I think they just give
Oh.
themselves that category through the business page.
I see. I see.
But they've got two locations listed here, right? The Little Tokyo, and you got Eagle Rock, right? So this Little Tokyo, I think, is like near, along Alameda, near like 4th or something.
Yeah, so further south, but not by much.
No, actually, where is this? We should just look this now. This one in Eagle Rock. Look at that.
Enhance.
It's along the street in Neola. So this is Fig. This is like the main artery of really
Yeah.
Eagle Rock, Highland Park, whatever. So I have no other. Well, this is the Vons. I can kind of imagine where this is.
Oh, where the Habit is.
There you go. See? Bingo. Yeah, I can kind of picture
I know where
that.
that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Colorado. I see. I see.
Cool. So that's where that is.
Interesting.
But on their website, where is that? Right here. They have like 3 locations. Only one of which actually matches with what is on their Instagram. So I'm not quite sure what is going on. So they got this Lincoln Heights location and this downtown location, which is not the Little Tokyo location that we're looking at, but they have that Eagle Rock location here.
That's an indoor location. What?
Yeah, I don't. Maybe we have to pay a visit. Maybe we are too highly uninformed, and I just have not really looked at where they are these days. But that's what's there, and then I think like here, look on their Google results, they show a different address. It needs to. I'm like, what is going on here? Where are they?
Which is the real one?
Generally,
really?
I guess I just follow Instagram. I think that's
Usually, yeah, but
pretty reliable for stuff like this. So I'm just gonna go off of this right now, and that's where they are. But
then that website has an indoor location. Neither of those would be an indoor location.
No,
So I'm
I
just
think
curious
like
about that one.
they are like in a parking lot or something.
Makes sense.
Exactly. So, yeah. So definitely not the days of of the back alleys or whatever. But they've gone through quite a lot. Again, just through some initial. I mean, that was great. I mean, again, I was looking at these texts, some of us that were sending. I mean, back in when was that? Even though, what did I say? Like, a text is far back as like 2017, right? But then fast forward to like 2021, and we see these stories come out of the stand being raided, I think, and closed down. Actually, that's,
many times.
Yeah, multiple, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even before 2021, like when we were still actively ourselves going, there was at least 2 or 3 times that it got shut down.
Yeah.
And they had to move location.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this was, I think, one of the first articles that came out, and as far as the time frame goes. So October 2017, they get shut down, they get raided. I think health department takes away all their equipment and all that stuff. Hauls
I
away.
remember that.
But then, I have the follow-up here.
Like, wasn't it a week later?
I think so. A matter of, if not a week, like a matter of days or something, that they're back in business. Oh,
okay.
Look at that.
So that article's October 20. What was the other one?
Also published October 20. No, serious, right? Look, October 20 on this one.
I see.
And then October 20.
Yeah. Same day, apparently.
They move fast, okay? They move fast. But I think when they reopened, it was like much smaller, at least at that time, right? I mean, it kind of makes sense. I think they kind of scrambled, last minute to get their equipment or whatever to pull that up. I don't know. Somehow I doubt that they got their original stuff back ever, but
no way.
Very interesting how they just kind of came back in really a matter of days. So I don't recall. Have we visited it since? Well, that was 2021, so that was definitely pandemic era. So somehow I don't recall visiting at that time.
We did not go during the pandemic era.
Yeah, unfortunately.
At least not as a group.
Actually, I will qualify that, as a group, yes, because as we will see later, I guess I technically...
You did? Oh, okay.
Wait, did I? Or maybe not.
I
have to check that date. Again, highly uninformed. That's fine. So, on top of that, when they come back, then we see these stories. I don't have a great article for this, or source, because there's a paywall.
I see.
But we see something I think that you had shared with us at one point about the Avenue 26 night market.
Oh, was that me?
I think so.
I believe it. Because I was really interested because it turned into a night market, but that was already during pandemic. Like everyone's wearing their masks
yes,
in that picture alone.
Right.
So I remember that.
So, same scene with with the taquero, but you see all these other stands back here of all different types of foods, right? It's just I don't think we'll see later a little bit of what that was like, but that was very interesting. And so this was bustling for I don't know how long, several months. I want to say
it was a while, but I didn't know they got shut down. Honestly,
well, they did.
After the night market.
That was a whole thing. I mean, that was this. This is another article. This was August 2021. And I think this was, unfortunately, some effort of some city efforts, I think. As to the intentions, or whatever, I'm not quite sure. But this article, I guess, kind of discusses really what went down. And just shut down. And there was several, dozens probably, I feel.
Placed of different vendors.
Vendors, that just trying to, make a living and, earn their business. But they got shut down, which was a shame. But similarly, they kind of try to find their footing elsewhere. And they currently, actually I don't even know. Can I say currently?
No, at least as of whatever this article is.
As of my highly uninformed research.
So March of this year. As of at least March of this year.
Yeah. They are in kind of southeast downtown LA kind of area. Where is it? It's listed here in this article, I remember.
I saw Imperial Street.
Yeah.
If you go further. Oh, right there, yeah. Oh, East 15.
But they're down there. 15th and Small Streets and Imperial. So, this area here, they set up here. And, this article is just kind of highlighting some of the places or some of the things that are being served up. At this point, I don't think our Avenue 26 is really part of this, picture anymore. It probably evolved. It evolved to something more now. Just something, without them. But not.
Which is really interesting.
It is. But it's not like it's hurting them or nothing. But I think at one point I had remembered seeing, when their posts and things where they were being, I think they went as far out to like somewhere in Brea or something like that.
Oh, damn.
Or like, I want to say Santa Fe Springs, just, some far out places.
Way outside of LA.
Way outside of like LA, right?
Yeah.
I think these were like night markets or like even swap meets that they would set up at,
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like they found a place here back in LA. And yeah, but again, it's kind of without Avenue 26 now, tacos. But Avenue 26 is still around. They have their name, and they're still doing their thing. So I don't know, man. That's
So then when you say you want to revisit some things, are you trying to go to this night market, or are you trying to go to just Avenue 26
well,
tacos?
I think because we're
or both.
That's a good question. Why limit yourself? Why?
Exactly. I mean, back when, honestly, when you were showing the picture of the meats, I feel like that may have been, or at least could have been close to when you coined the whole one of each thing.
Could be in that same era.
I think it was around that time.
One day we're going to bring John on, and we're going to recount the story of how that came about. Because it was with him, I think, that this happened.
I can believe that.
Yeah. And obviously in the context of fat shaming and all that too.
It is what we are.
So I have to ask him again how he remembers it. So yeah, but as far as the tacos go, we would definitely try to visit Avenue 26 Tacos for sure. Well, and again, if the night market is not too far, but they're both in downtown, so you can definitely see going there too. So, yeah. Now, part of this format, if you will, what we're doing. I also wanted to share, some of, the pictures that I would take, around to some of these places. This is probably one of those places, though, that I don't have as many pictures to share readily, because I think a lot of them are on my phone, and I've probably moved a good amount of them outside, like off, and don't really have as easy access right now to sort through all the many photos. But basically what we're doing here is like we're just looking at pictures that I have here in my photo editor, and this was just an example of one of the many things. So this was dated February 2nd, 2020. So when was that? That was like before
everything shut down.
Yeah, like before everything shut down.
Because I was in March, but so that was the last time you were. Was that the last time you were there, or did you go another time?
I think this very well could be the last time.
Okay.
I don't recall, unless there was a time, but I don't recall. This might be the last time. So I think I was with I met up with Jamie. Yeah, I think she wanted to hit it up, and so we did. And again, this was on, back, on Humboldt, in the alley, where they had everything set up with all the vendors. I don't know if it was as many vendors, but there were definitely a lot of vendors at that time.
Okay.
So this was probably, how many did I have? I mean, there was. How many do I count? 2.
I see 2
or 3. That's a shame.
This is garbage. What is this?
Yeah, I know. It's too bad. But
where's your one of each now?
I know. It's probably in my stomach. Pretty sure. But we have. I don't think it's anything you can really sneeze at. I mean, I think at that time, maybe they were already $1.25 or something like that.
Still not terrible,
no,
but
no, it's
when you know the glory of dollar tacos, it just hurts to have anything other than that.
It's true. I get it. So, but obviously, I remember it being good. And then I think, because we had these other vendors, these were, what did I take? I guess these were What the heck are these? Like funnel
That looks
cakes?
like funnel cake,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
and maybe some donuts, beignets, maybe.
Maybe, fried bread. Really,
Yeah,
that's what we're
basically.
looking at. So that was definitely one of the other vendors, and then one of these last ones is just what is this? An horchata, I guess.
It could be
Just a drink. But there were
classic.
just so many different types of foods.
We
It was
really don't have that many pictures.
not of this one. I mean, partly
Yeah.
probably was kind of dark, I'd say. So I wasn't as
Fair.
probably wasn't as enthused to take many pictures. But yeah, if I find more, I would definitely try to. I'll definitely try to find them. But yeah, no, that's kind of that collection there. I'll have to. I will have to see. But as of now, well, shoot. Let me see. I'm just again looking back at those texts. There are just a lot of references to just suggestions. Like what are we doing tonight? What are we eating? What can we do? It's like dollar
Yeah.
tacos, Avenue 26.
It was a lot simpler of a time
It was.
where no pandemic, and we're all still lived relatively close to each other, so we
That's
can just
right.
meet up in random locations.
Exactly.
And it was cheap, dollar tacos for dinner.
Yeah, absolutely.
It might have been like a weekly thing. At
Yeah.
least maybe one or
could
two
have
months we
been.
went
Yes.
more than twice.
I mean, do you remember the way I remembered? I think it was Chris. I think who told us about this. Does that sound right?
It sounds right. Yeah, like he's one of the first people I remember.
Because, I mean, how could you not appreciate a good value? I think that was really our target.
Still is.
I mean,
Still is the mentality you got.
certainly Chris. I mean, he wanted. He was definitely amazed, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think
He's very enthused.
I think we can thank him. But I didn't find any texts per se about telling us about this place. So I'm not sure if he texted us or just told us about it. I don't remember anymore. But again, there are definitely many suggestions in our text groups and stuff, suggesting dollar tacos. It's very interesting. Very interesting. So it's too bad that you don't have too many to hold on to or to look back at. But that's okay. So yeah, but shoot, I guess if it weren't for Chris, then we wouldn't really know right away.
Yeah, for sure.
But right now, I guess as far as what they're doing, thankfully they're still in business and they're still making tacos. So can't really go wrong with that, huh?
No, not at all. I mean, not even just that. The environment, like the just the atmosphere. At least when we used to go, was pretty cool.
I think it was interesting. Yeah.
It was always busy. Lots of
It's
people with the
always
same
busy.
mentality of dollar tacos.
Exactly. I mean, there was definitely always a long line, right?
Yeah.
But they were quick.
Yeah, it was great. It used to be cash only. I remember that was one of our biggest complaints. And that's why it was $20 that we spent each, because we only had
That's the only denomination.
and we didn't want change.
It's like, I can't do anything with this. What is this? It's a cashless society, man. Yeah.
But hey, we made it work.
Yeah. I forgot. Did I ask you, was there a particular meat that you liked?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did mention like it was definitely an Al Pastor was the most ones I got.
Mm-hmm.
But their sauna wasn't bad. I like their Capesso was good too.
Yeah.
But and then you got the potato things on the side. You had the all the fixings on
I'm
the
not
side.
sure what is where I've been, because I feel like for some reason that was the first time that I realized that that taco stands do that, or at least there are taco stands that do that.
It might have been.
That serve potatoes.
Really?
Just straight up,
Maybe.
Free potatoes. I mean,
It might have been one of the first ones.
I mean,
like,
there are potato tacos, which I'm very well aware of. But this is different, right? This is like adding adding a small potato, bam, right there in your plate, along with your 20 tacos.
20 tacos. They had lemon. They had different salsas.
Yeah.
They had. Yeah, I will say that's like one of the more robust, I guess, kind of taco places that I went to back then.
I mean, you
But I
also
feel like,
remember. You also remember that they served up. They had drinks too, agua frescas too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that was before all the vendors and stuff. But
Yeah, but it was just that I remember that.
yeah.
Except they only had like, was it horchata and maybe one other thing? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was kind of limited as to what you
Yeah,
had.
which is fine by me. I mean,
Yeah.
horchata is
But the
always
horchata, I
my
think the
go-to.
drink was pretty cheap. I think
Yeah,
it was
it's
only
like
like how much
maybe
you.
$2.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah, and it was like a big old cup. Yeah, I
Uh
remember
huh.
that.
Yeah.
So worth. Still cash only though. That was also part of the problem.
Yes. So
Uh,
you would have to allocate more towards the drink, and then it's less tacos, right?
yeah, it's unfortunate.
That's a
But like, even what's it called? At least now, you have other taco spots that do the whole potato, onion,
mm-hmm.
and thing, which is nice. But I do think that Avenue 26 was one of the first ones I went to that was like that had it on the side on their own.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, shoot. Now, what do we do with this? Now we have to go.
We have to go, yeah. Obviously,
We have to go now.
the question is when.
The question is when. Yes. Well, it won't be too far from now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I hope not.
But yeah. So I think I think one of the things I came across just this video I think from LA Taco, and they kind of highlight Spotlight Avenue 26 tacos. We won't watch this whole thing, but just gives you an idea of what they're doing. I mean, I think again anything that's got the the Al Pastor, right?
On the spit.
On the spit, right? It's definitely worth talking about. So yeah, no, this is right. They're like small, but they're like really sizable. They fit in your hand. They're like
Oh, they
for
do
us,
White Claw. They have alcohol now? Oh, no.
they sponsored. No, I think
Oh, that was a
LA
sponsorship.
Taco is sponsored by White Claw. So, but yeah, no, you remember stuff like this? These large vats, just these meats being fried in
Yeah.
fat, and they're each rendering out and frying in their own fat. It's a beautiful thing, really.
It's great, yeah.
I think this is the Little Tokyo location.
Okay.
Yeah, so again, not quite the way we did it back in the day, but no, it looks it looks really good. So it's nice. It's nice. I mean, but yeah, these tortillas are just like hand size. You could easily get
Well, I
them.
mean, that's the classic.
You get them in
Mexican
one
taco,
bite.
right?
You get a
Well,
bite.
I don't know about that one. It's at least two. At least two.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Shoot. I mean,
Under the onions. Oof.
right on.
Good times.
Yeah, it was nice. So shoot. So when are we going?
I mean, what are you doing tomorrow?
Exactly. Well, yeah, I think that's pretty good. So that I think that's a lot of what I can remember. I mean, it was a good time. I think good food for sure, and it was just nice getting the group out there to, yeah.
Just random meetup at a taco spot, like kind of spontaneous thing.
Yeah, I mean, even someone like Tomo, right? It was not really big into,
Food adventures?
well, I think like tacos in general,
okay.
like tacos, burritos. I think Mexican, like Mexican food, at least as she puts it. But
You can't go wrong with dollar
I know.
tacos.
I think it works out. Works out really nicely. So yeah, that's Avenue 26 tacos, and there's plenty more tacos from them and from many other taqueros throughout LA that I think we will be able to talk about in the near future. I mean, it's just a matter of time, but we get a lot to cover.
So many different food places.
So many different food places. But I think for now, I think this will kind of wrap it up. But that's. Do you have anything else to say? I mean, I think that was about it, really.
Yeah, I mean, I just miss the convenience of being able, because now with the pandemic and everything, you can't as easily get a group together and or just go to a thing
Yeah.
to get food.
Yeah.
So it was a different time then. It was a lot simpler, and I just kind of missed the before times.
I think so. I mean, there are certain ways you can do it safely and you can do it in a smart way, but it's just you just have to approach things a little differently now.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I mean, thankfully the food is still there.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll be there for the next one. So anyway, just want to thank everyone for joining us and listening to our banter. So we'll bring you more food and stories at the next one, which hopefully is coming soon. So we'll catch you then. Thanks.
Bye, everybody.